Hi everyone. Today I'm going to explain how you can create an Imagenix.Dev image to take your portfolio to the next level. With Imagenix.Dev, you can create animated interactive images just like this for your portfolio projects to give people an idea of the specifics of your project by hovering or selecting various subcomponents of your image. To create an Imagenix.Dev image, simply head over to the editor and start creating interactive, detail-rich images for free. So first, I'm going to create a group for the wheels. And what this basically means is that you are going to trace over the wheels in your image, and now users can hover over wheels to bring up information about them. They can also click wheels to bring up information, and using timeouts in JavaScript, you can even set up your image to highlight wheels, for example, every 3 seconds and bring up details about the wheels in your image. So I'm tracing over this wheel using the curved ellipse drawer. The trick with this one is you always have to make sure that you're starting and ending your shape on straight mode. Curves are basically ideal for things like wheels, curved surfaces, and as you can see, I made a mistake here, so I'm just going to click undo and start all over again. So there are a few different drawing tools available to you. For straight edges, you could just use straight mode in the polygon drawer. In this case, I'm using curved. And then something I'm also going to show you a little bit later on is the ellipse drawer, which is essentially good for drawing circles and ovals. So as you can see here, I'm switching back to straight to connect my polygon, and I'm just going to give this a unique identifier. So I'll just say wheel 0, and as you can see, I've traced over this wheel. Now we have everything we need in order to highlight that wheel in our interactive Imagenix.Dev image. And once again, I'm going to use the polygon curve mode. So this could be especially helpful for if you want to explain and showcase details about your wheels. And where Imaginix really shines is that it draws a viewer's attention to these wheels as you bring up information about them on your website. And you can do the same for any other subcomponent of this image. You can do it for the motor, you could do it for the controller, for all different kinds of portfolio projects. So what I'm going to do here is demonstrate how to use the ellipse drawer, since this wheel very closely resembles an oval. And the way this works is that you can rotate and resize by holding down your Shift and Command keys. So with Shift, you're going to be able to resize. With Command, you're going to be able to rotate. And you can drag your oval around so that you could match your wheel as closely as possible. So here, I'm drawing my ellipse, resizing it, and rotating it until I get a fit that I'm happy with. And what I think I'll do for this wheel, because most of it is obscured, is I'll just use polygon mode. Once again, curve mode comes in handy in this case, just so that we can get that top curve of the tire traced. We're going to make sure we end in straight mode. And now that we're done tracing all of our wheels, we're ready to finalize our group and create a new group. So we're going to create a group for controller so that we can trace over the controller in our portfolio project. So what this means now is that we are fully done with wheels. We're now creating a brand new group. And in your code, when you set this group to being active, it's going to highlight your controller shapes. So this is where you would bring up information about your controller. If users on your website click your controller, they'll be able to get more information about it. And you can even set up an interval such that every 3 seconds you'll alternate between your wheels and your controller. And this is where Imagenix really shines, is drawing users' attention to details of your image and really being able to explain a lot more than you would be able to do with a regular image. So this is it for our controllers. We're probably ready at this point to finalize this group and create one more group for the battery. So I'm going to finalize this group, create one final group for battery, and for this battery, polygon mode in straight lines is sufficient for me to trace over this shape. We're going to connect the polygon. And we're all done. So what we can do now is export our interactive image. We get this JSON, which we can copy and paste into the interactive image renderer React component from the Imagenix.Dev npm package.